Good morning, dear students. Students, under chapter is matter around us. Pure, we were doing the methods of separating different components from mixture. You know, students, that besides simple physical methods such as hand picking, sieving, filtration, etc., certain special techniques have been used to separate the components of a homogeneous or a heterogeneous mixture. For example, what you have studied in this chapter, evaporation. Colored components, that is dye from blue or black ink, is obtained by evaporation. You studied about this technique. Then you studied about the process of filtration. If the solid particles in a liquid mixture are bigger than the pores of the filter paper, they can be easily obtained by the process of filtration. Then you studied the process of separating two immiscible liquids such as kerosene oil and water, uh, which are separated by using a separating funnel. Then you study the process of sublimation, which can be used to separate sublimable volatile substances from non-volatile substances. You may know the term sublimable, volatile, non-volatile. आप सबको पता होना चाहिए what is the meaning of sublimable, what is the meaning of volatile, non-volatile substances. Then you studied the process of vapor chromatography, then simple distillation, fractional distillation, and today we are going to study about the process of the technique of crystallization. So as you can see from this slide, crystallization is the process of obtaining a pure solid in the form of crystal from its solution. So students, this is one of the most commonly used technique for purification of inorganic as well as organic solids. This is based on the principle that when a crystal is formed, it tends to exclude the impurities which remain in the solution. You know that solution, they may have many impurities, बहुत सारी impurities में उनमें हो सकती है beside their components. तो ये माना जाता है, this is a principle, कि जब crystal form होते हैं, it tends to exclude the impurities which remain in the solution. So let us explain the process of crystallization by taking the example of purification of impure copper sulfate. So for this process you have to dissolve about 5 gram of copper sulfate in minimum amount of water. Then you know the process of filtration. अब solution आपके पास तैयार है, you have to filter the solution to remove the impurities. Then evaporate the solution in a china dish to get a saturated solution and cover the solution with a filter paper and allow it to cool. Pure copper sulfate crystals will be formed. So let us watch a video how can we obtain the crystals from copper sulfate solution.
Purification of copper sulfate by crystallization. The chemicals used for various purposes should be completely free from any type of impurities. Crystallization is an important purification process in which solid crystals are formed from a uniform solution. The different steps involved in the crystallization process are preparation of solution of the impure sample, filtration of the solution, concentration of the filtrate, cooling of the concentrated solution, separation and drying of crystals. Our aim is to prepare crystals of pure copper sulfate from an impure sample. Materials required: crude sample of copper sulfate, dilute sulfuric acid, distilled water, ethyl alcohol, cold water mixture, 250 ml beakers, china dish, glass rod, spatula, funnel, filter paper, measuring jar, test tube, watch glass, evaporating dish, trough, stand with lamp, and sand bath. Procedure: preparation of solution of the impure sample. Take about 30 ml of distilled water in a beaker. To this, Add powdered crude sample of copper sulfate using a spatula. Stir the solution gently with the glass rod so that the powder dissolves. Add the powdered sample several times till a little of it remains undissolved in the beaker, even if it is stirred for some time. Now, add about 3 ml of dilute sulfuric acid to the solution using the measuring jar and gently stir the solution to make it clear. This prevents the hydrolysis of copper sulfate. Filtration of the solution. Place a filter paper in the funnel and clamp the funnel to the stand. Place a china dish under the funnel. The stem of the funnel should touch the wall of the china dish to avoid the solution splashing out. Pour the solution into the funnel over the glass rod and collect the filtrate in the china dish. The insoluble impurities are left on the filter paper. Concentration of the filtrate. Heat the china dish in a sand bath till the solution is reduced to about 1/3 of its original volume. To avoid crust formation on the side of the dish, stir the solution continuously with a glass rod. To know if the solution has reached its crystallization point, remove a drop of the solution at the end of the glass rod and cool it by blowing. The appearance of a crust or tiny crystals on the glass rod shows that the crystallization point has been reached. Now, transfer the hot saturated solution into the evaporating dish. Cooling of the concentrated solution. Place the evaporating dish containing the hot saturated solution in a trough containing water. Cover the dish with the watch glass and allow it to cool slowly for some time. As the solution cools, deep blue crystals of copper sulfate separate and the crystallization will complete after half an hour. Separation and drying of crystals. Decant the mother liquor carefully into a beaker. Wash the crystals 3 or 4 times with a little ethyl alcohol containing a small amount of cold water. Using the spatula, place the crystals on a filter paper which soaks up the solution. Transfer the crystals on another filter paper and dry them by pressing gently between the folds of the filter paper. Now, transfer the crystals into a dry test tube. The crystals of pure copper sulfate are transparent and blue. Precautions. The filtrate should be evaporated slowly by gently heating during concentration. The filtrate should never be heated to dryness. The solution should be cooled slowly without disturbing it. Overheating results in the formation of tiny crystals.
So this was all about crystallization. You heard one term here, mother liquor. What was mother liquor? The filtrate left after the separation of crystals is called the mother liquor. जब crystals उसमें से निकल जाते हैं और जो liquid पीछे से बच जाता है, that is called mother liquor. What are the advantages of crystallization over evaporation? I will post the pic of advantages of crystallization. But अभी हम next topic कर लेते हैं, purification of drinking water. Students, you know that our source of drinking water is usually a river or a lake. The river and the lake water contains a number of dissolved and suspended solids, colloidal clay particles, harmful bacteria. वो potable नहीं होता है, drinking water नहीं होता है, not fit for drinking. So these impurities must be removed before this water can be supplied to homes for drinking purposes. And you already studied about different processes of purifying water for cleaning water. Students, you know, in cities drinking water is supplied to our homes from the water works. This is a picture of water work. It involves the processes. देखिए how the process works. Firstly, the water is kept in a reservoir. Then the water from the reservoir or lake is first passed through the sedimentation tank. This is sedimentation tank. Here the water is allowed to stand for some time, and during this time many suspended solids settle down at the bottom of the tank. Then some particles present in water are so small or are of such low density that they settle very slowly or not at all. Sedimentation tank में वो settle down नहीं होते हैं. So to remove such particles, water from sedimentation tank is sent to the loading tank. This is loading tank. And some alum, you know what is alum? फिटकरी आपके घरों में भी यूज़ होती है. That alum फिटकरी is added to the water. The colloidal particles of clay present in water actually are negatively charged. They do not settle down in the sedimentation tank. Sedimentation tank में वो settle down नहीं होते हैं, है ना. So लेकिन जब उसमें फिटकरी डाल दी जाती है, एलम डाला जाता है, these negatively charged particles get neutralized by the positively charged aluminium ions present in alum. एलम में एल्यूमिनियम आइंस होते हैं विच आर पॉजिटिवली चार्ज, वो न्यूट्रल कर देते हैं जो उसमें इम्प्योरिटीज़ हैं, नेगेटिवली चार्ज्ड इम्प्योरिटीज़ हैं. So in this way colloidal clay particles get loaded with aluminium ion. So heavy हो जाते हैं, they become heavy and settle down at the bottom of the tank. ये किस में होता है? Loading tank में. Next is filtration tank. After the removal of insoluble solids and other suspended impurities, the water is passed through this filtration tank. What is this filtration tank? The filtration tank actually has 3 layers. As you can see, at the bottom layer some coarse gravel is placed. Above it is placed fine gravel, as you can see, and on the top of gravel is placed a thick layer of fine sand. सबसे ऊपर एक layer होती है बिल्कुल fine sand की. These layers of sand and gravel act as filter. ये filter की तरह act करती हैं जो ये layers. So what happens? The impure water is introduced at the bottom. As the water rises above, all the dissolved impurities present in water are retained and the pure water leaves the tank at the top. देखिए top पे आपको एक exit दिखाई दे रहा होगा, है ना. So see, when water passes through fine sand, some solids or semi-solids which are left stay between the sand, and some dirt which is left sticks to gravel, and after this process the water is cleaned. And the last process is chlorination. This is chlorination tank. And what is the theory of chlorination tank? When the water passes through the chlorination tank, chlorine tablets are mixed in it, and chlorine is sufficient to kill bacteria and water. You know that water obtained from the filtration tank is not fit to drink because it may have many germs. So this water is introduced in this chlorination tank where it is treated with bleaching powder or some other germicides such as ozone to kill those germs or bacteria. And the water obtained after the above treatment is free from all types of impurities and bacteria and is supplied to our homes for drinking purposes. This is at the end the clean water is supplied to our home and we are able to drink this. Okay, so I am going to post one video related to purification process.
A typical waterworks consists of the following components. Sedimentation tank. Water is pumped from the water reservoir and is allowed to stand in these large tanks for a few hours. Mud, sand, and other solid particles settle at the bottom of the tank. Loading tank. Here, the suspended particles are made to settle at the bottom by adding potash alum. Filtration. The water from the sedimentation and loading tank is filtered through layers of sand and gravel in the filtration tank.
Filtration is also done through activated charcoal, which affords better quality water. Chlorination. Finally, the filtered water is then treated with chlorine gas, which kills germs.
So this is all about the chapter is matter around us pure. So what you have learned in this chapter, you learned that a mixture contains more than one substances, elements, it may be elements or compounds mixed in any proportion. Then you studied that mixtures can be separated into pure substances using appropriate separation techniques. You studied about different separation techniques. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. The major components of solution is called the solvent and the minor is called solute. Then you studied how we can calculate the concentration of a solution. Then the materials that are insoluble in a solvent and have particles that are visible to naked eyes form a suspension. A suspension is a heterogeneous mixture. Then you studied about three types of mixture: two solution, colloidal solution, and suspension. Now you have to do the exercise portion. This is the exercise portion given in your textbook. You have to solve all these questions in your notebook, and you will send the work, the assignments on my personal number by tomorrow. So this is all about for this chapter. So let's meet for our next class in Google Meet. All the best for your monthly test.